Welcome to our first video in our new Bonaire snorkeling and scuba diving series. We're going to kick this off with one of the best dives on the island, and that was scuba diving at the Salt Pier. We didn't even know that was a thing. It was amazing. We'll give you tips on how to dive the Salt Pier, and a little later I have a challenge for you. Let's see how many of you can spot this awesome fish. Hang out until the end, and we'll show you the best food truck on the island. You might be surprised what they serve there. So we are standing at the edge of the Cargill Salt Works, which is about 50 miles or 80 kilometers north of Venezuela, where mountains of pure salt reach 50 feet high, and it's some of the purest salt in the world. But as impressive as this looks from the air, the real magic isn't on top of the water, it's underneath it. Alright, today we're doing one of our first dives that we completely on our own. We usually do a lot of guided tours just because of the location, but in Bonaire you do a lot of shore diving, and today we're going to do the Salt Pier. It's one of the most iconic spots in Bonaire to do a dive. It's not always open. You have to, if there's a ship there, it's closed. It's private property, so you kind of have to wait. And I think we timed it right, but it's going to be really cool underwater. We're a little nervous, but should be fun. There's going to be a ton of scuba divers underwater. Alright, Shannon and I are ready. We're going to swim over to the pier above water, and then we'll go down. We've got clear skies, no cargo ships in sight, and a tank full of air. Let's get salty. The visibility here is typically 60 to 100 feet or more, so you can see the pillars looming in the distance like giant underwater skyscrapers. So the swim to the pier starts out fairly sandy, but we're about to dive into a forest of concrete pillars that has become one of the most vibrant artificial reefs on the planet. There are a ton of fish here, sometimes so many you can barely see the pillars. As you approach the pier, the scale hits you. These pilings are 3 feet thick, and there are over 100 of them, and they're completely encrusted in life. It's almost like a maze. You don't just dive here, you explore. Shore diving in Bonaire is all about independence. You park your truck, you gear up, and you walk in. For the Salt Pier, you have two main options, the north entry or the south entry. Most people will tell you to take the south entry, which we did today, which is a little easier to get in and usually has more parking available. But you do have to swim further than if you took the one on the north. We did the north entry later in the week, and we did get to the pillars quite a bit faster. In this series, we're going to show you why Bonaire is the king of scuba diving, or at least shore scuba diving. In addition to these Bonaire videos, I also have a few Costa Rica videos to put out, as well as a fantastic series we shot in Croatia. We seem to travel faster than I can put out videos. The best time to be here is late afternoon. The low-hanging sun creates these majestic rays that dance between the columns. It's a photographer's dream, really. Don't go anywhere. The coral in this area is incredible. Man, this dive is great. Lots of fish and coral, and all these pillars give it an almost eerie but awesome feeling. This would probably be a good dive even without the pillars. Shannon and I have dove and snorkeled at over 20 countries around the world for over 30 years, including Africa, New Zealand, liveaboards in Thailand, and dozens of islands in the Caribbean. but there's nothing quite like the vibe of a salt pier. It's also shallow. Most of the action is between 20 and 50 feet, which means you get a massive bottom time. We were down there for over an hour, and we still feel like we missed a lot. This is a great dive to start diving on your own without a group or dive master. With all the pillars and being so shallow, you shouldn't get too lost. You might get turned around though. Earlier in the week, I learned how to use an underwater compass for the first time, and even practiced on land, and I still got a bit turned around underwater. I regained my bearings, but if this happens to you, don't be afraid to slowly go up to the surface and look around. That will help you figure out which way to go. Oh, and I would use a compass if you can. What's great here is that the piers are due west and the beach is due east, so that makes it a bit easier. If you have a mustache at all, even a scraggly one like me, it will make your mask leak. My diver's mustache is gone, so hopefully my mask doesn't leak. It's been leaking all week. You can either put a little Vaseline on your upper lip or just shave the bit below your nose, and that will keep your mask from leaking. Or better yet, next time I'm just gonna shave and not look like a bum. The fish challenge is coming up in just a second. Okay, can you spot this fish? It's fairly camouflaged. Do you see it? This is a spotted scorpion fish, also known as a stone or rock fish. He or she is fantastic. I love how she just slowly comes into view. Let me know in the comments if you spotted this spotted scorpion fish, and whether you think this one is a male or a female. Oh, that's awesome. They use those huge mouths to swallow prey whole. You can tell this is a spotted scorpion fish from the little white dots on the black part of its fins. And she is pretty. Although, be careful not to step on or touch a scorpion fish. They will sting you, and it's painful. If you like scorpion fish, check out our dives in Kenya. We saw a ton of them there. Okay, time to leave this poor gal alone. She probably doesn't get too much attention though. We are probably the only people that have spotted her in a long time. I still can't believe we saw her. We saw several other divers here, but it wasn't very crowded at all. There are a lot of sets of pillars here, so it helps spread people out. On this dive, if you slowly swim towards the shore at the end, you won't need to do a safety stop. As it slowly gets shallower, that will basically be your safety stop. So if you're coming to Bonaire, this is a must-do. In fact, do it twice, like we did. Just remember, leave no valuables in the car, keep your windows down to prevent break-ins, and always respect the reef. Don't go anywhere until you see this fantastic food truck we're about to go to. First dive here by ourselves. We did okay, wasn't sure exactly where to go. We didn't go super deep, maybe a little over 50. That's a fantastic dive. I would definitely do that again. You could probably use 2 tanks here. It was shallow enough, we easily did an hour. Oh, and my mask didn't leak either. Well, we got our salt souvenirs. It's pretty awesome. Now it's time for some food at the best food truck in Bonaire. What you should order there might surprise you. Thank you for coming on this adventure with us. Make sure to like and subscribe, and to see that short video of the best food truck and what to order, all you have to do is click right here once that video is out.